I'm going to take this off the tripod and move it around. All right, here's the flask that I used when I did the vertical back legs. And in that video, it was made pretty clear because I ran out of sand. I don't have enough sand to fill this up. But here's the horizontal piece. It's going to be the shelf. And as we can clearly see, I don't need to fill the entire flask. And so I was looking at what I have for scrap wood, and I don't have a huge selection of scrap wood. But I had this treated thing, and I think I can cut this down to size. It's definitely the right height, and so that wouldn't be a problem. And I will cut a couple of lengths from here to here, and then screw them in right at this spot right here, because that way I can use my normal board for ramming up the sand. And then basically I'll be moving this wall all the way up to here, and this will be the only part that I'll need to ram sand. I'll cut two pieces, one for the cope and one for the drag, and I should be able to ram this up without hardly any problem at all. So let's go about making that adjustment first, and then ramming up the sand. All right, this could be entertaining. Power toolless. Let's see how well I do with this. Started off strong. Whew. Goodness sakes, I know some people use power tools, but that wasn't so bad. That wasn't so bad. Not as tight of a fit as I was kind of hoping it to be. I don't think it's going to matter. And get those things screwed into place. Now this one's a little tighter. Not much. Okay, but I'm sure it can still screw it into place. Okay, so trying to think of how I want to do this. And let me put my lid weight here so I'm not constantly fighting. Grab that Sharpie again. I'm sure some of you out there, woodworkers and such, are looking at this and going, oh my goodness gracious. All right, I think I can do it this way. And then just do this. And do that. Okay. Voila. And then set that there. And then I think I want to probably put in a pilot hole or two before I run the screw through. All right, my drill's not set up here yet. All right, I'll come back when it comes time to actually put holes in this. Okay, I was actually going to do both sides, but I think I should probably put screws in there first and then do the other side. All right, I don't know if I need to show all of this on the video. I think everyone gets the idea of what I'm trying to do here. All right, one down. Ooh, okay, now that fits nice and tight the way I was hoping the other one would. All right. Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, I should double check. Is this certain that's, oh yeah, yep. Yep, there's gonna be, I didn't quite get that bottom one square. Doesn't look like. That's all right. I think it's going to be close enough. Okay. That's going to work. That's going to be fine. All right. I'll do to this like I did the other side, and then I'll be able to cast in that portion. Woohoo! Woohoo! Well, now it's time to give the what will be the shelf. Or the base, the frame of the shelf, a shot at getting casted here. And this is going to be a little more different than anything I've done so far. mainly because everything's going to be perimeter, and it's going to be at the right to the edge of my flask. And I was trying to think of different ways that I could do this. In fact, I kept waking up last night with all sorts of different things running through my head about how I was going to do this. And I think this is what I'm going to settle on. I think what I'm going to do is do my sprue like normal, riser like normal, and my trap like normal. And then I'll cut a gate that goes all the way across, connecting these parts that will serve as gates. And so I'll have at least one gate to each chunk, and I'll hope that'll do it to each of these segments on the side. And I'll probably carve a gate here, and then from this one, oh well, no, I'll just extend the gate all the way down to the end, just like I will here. So I'll carve all the way across in the sand after I ram this portion up, and then just dump 4.5 pounds. I'm thinking 4.5 pounds of aluminum should be enough for that, and we'll see. And if that doesn't work, then I'll go to my 6-pound crucible. All right, and the segment that you would have been watching before I started this one showed the me shortening up this longer flask. Boy, that's going to be a snug fit. I think it'll still work. I think, though, that when I ram, I'm going to need to be careful, because the way I normally do it, I do the perimeter and then come around. I could see right here, this is going to be problematic. I should have thought about that when I decided I should have moved this out some so that I had room to get my my ram in there. My ram will not even in this wide section, I don't think will fit. Oh, all right, so I may do that. Move that. I don't know if I need to. I'll have to think about this. I'm going to go ahead and proceed anyway with this, because when I normally ram, I ram the perimeter here. And what I'm afraid I'm going to do is then put so much force that I will move everything this way and jam it into the side. So once I get my facing sand down, I think I will kind of lightly pat things into place by hand to stabilize it. Then I'll add more sand, and then I'll ram it up like normal. Or at least that's what I have in theory. All right, get a little more elevation here. As you can see, I got some lead here. One of my lead ingots on the end as a counterweight, so that this will sit while I ram it. All right, I think it'll be okay. Let's powder this thing up and let's get going. Thinking about really slathering for these logos, the gears, but I've done enough casting now on this project that the sand's probably not going to release anyway. I don't know which video comes first. I was talking about this yesterday as I was doing things. I've kind of lost track, at least I think I talked about it yesterday, kind of lost track of my schedule I'm actually quite a bit ahead in video to videos dropping on YouTube. But there's a video that if it hasn't dropped by the time you're watching this, it will drop probably sometime shortly thereafter. Me using my nephew's drill press, and I think I can use the drill press to clean out those gears. And if that's the case, that'll be really, really cool. You're probably noticing that in all of this, I've got a bunch of 3D printed gates, and then I got one made out of aluminum right here. And what was the deal there? I was actually experimenting with casting aluminum pieces and separately, and then these gear interconnects separately, and that I would assemble them together and hold them together with JB weld or something like that, so that I could avoid what I'm doing here, where I have a frame or a curve or those long black back legs, so I could avoid having to glue up and make a permanent sort of model that I could mold blank. It just didn't work. I mean, this part cast just fine. It's the interconnects that did not cast well in the cleanup, and then trying to shape them. That was a failed experiment. I don't even think I filmed any of that. I don't think I have any footage whatsoever on it. Just on a whim, I gave that a try, and those print lines are gonna make getting him out problematic probably. Anyway, because that would have been sweet, because then instead of doing what I'm doing here, just in my normal flask, I would have cast a bunch of these, and I would have cast a bunch of these, and then I would have assembled them all together. But that one didn't work so well. All right, let's get to doing some sand. All right, something I never paid attention to is because I normally don't have too many of my attempts at casting right up to the edge of the flask, and getting facing sand in those corners. That's trickier than it seems like it should have been. Yeah, I absolutely did not pay as close attention when I was shortening up this flask as I should have, because I've got those interconnects right under here. I'm beginning to think that maybe I want to try something different without having these guys here, but maybe just a threaded rod instead. It would be so much more narrow for sure. So the next time I have my shop teacher friend make a flask for me, I'll have him do so without the cross pieces. And then it would make possibly even, no, that would still be the same. Never mind. I don't know what I was thinking. Unlike that back leg that I had to cast, which was on the floor of my garage, and I'm in the garage once again. I had a bunch of snow forecast, so I moved everything into the garage. And it was actually pretty impressive snow. Might have been one of the better ones that we've had this year, which was still pretty lame by North Idaho standards. It's been a very, very mild winter for snow. And we've had some stretches of cold. That's been a bummer. Coming in the garage for the cold is also a nice added benefit. With my shed not being insulated. Well, it is amazing how many pieces of debris I pick up in my sand. When you hear that, that's me knocking that debris out of my sieve. This flask might get a little warm when this is all done. That's so close to the edge. Yep, I'm gonna have to add some more, I think. Boy, that facing sand fluffs up so nice. And of course, that's what allows this green sand to capture detail, although there's not a lot of detail in this part. Might even get away with just pouring sand in without much facing sand at all. All right. Let's see what this does. Just trying to gently pack stuff down. Just enough so that stuff won't move. Get to the other side. Okay. All right, let's move on. All right, I think I can ram the rest of that down just fine. Kind of curious. Yeah, I'll leave it there anyway. Hate to think I'm gonna make a big mess and throw all that sand on the floor because I wasn't patient. Thought I heard the camera make a noise. Alright, that should be good enough, I think. For that first half. Now, I'm not concerned about anything falling out except for that aluminum piece. And I don't even think if that were to fall out, that would be that big of a deal. But I'm gonna go ahead and do this the way I normally do. And always trying to keep with the practices. And had I done so, I wouldn't have sprayed myself with aluminum not so long ago. All right. What do we look like? All right. Looks like I don't see much shiftage at all. But I already see a couple of spots that I might want to shore up when I get ready to put this thing back together after I've made the second half, and that is put something, just add more there, maybe. Extra glue. Like with the long leg, I also had to re-glue this after gluing it the first time. Yeah, and I'm thinking these spots here where there could be aluminum that leaks out the side. So I'll hit that with a little extra, put a little extra pad, compress down. All right, now I thought I had went ahead and put my screw holes in this, but I see that I haven't. These guys have, because I've already used them. Trying to think of what. Oh, I bet you I used these guys when I made my trellis, and that's why they've got. You can see where. That one should have one, but it doesn't. Not in reality. All right. I wasn't exactly sure what I was going to end up casting this weekend, so I pretty much moved everything into the garage. So I've got actually a fairly limited amount of maneuver. All right, make sure I get the right. Well, have to have the right halves there because that's where the block is. All right. Okay, we're looking decent. So far, so good. So far, so good. much less shadow. Which means I don't have this centered over the light as well as I thought I had. Just a light dusting. Not much detail here to catch. I just need to see the imprint of all those gates. And I'm going to put, I think, risers at the end of each one. Help force molten aluminum where it needs to go. All right, that should be good enough. Nice. I don't think I'm gonna have to crack open my second box of sand. Woohoo! All right, where am I here? Well, I wasn't paying attention to the other side when it came to putting this stop in, but that looks good. If I would have started there, I would have thought I was spot on. Actually, thinking about it, doesn't that say something about perspective? It kind of reminds me of that analogy of the tapestry on the backside. It just looks horrible. Strings everywhere, and then you flip it over and you actually see what you were intended to see. I should have filmed it that way. It's like, oh, hey, look. I did is brilliant. Perfect. I was mentioning a threaded rod. That would be the easiest way to fix this on that other side. If I just replace that one cross piece with a threaded rod. And then I can leave this as it is. Because I'll have two more of these that I'll need to cast. And I think I still have one more back leg to cast as well. And I was kind of anxious to get one cast of the shelves for filming purposes. So I could put that footage together. Again, it's going to be one of those raw videos where I'm not doing any editing. Although I think this one, I didn't show the full of putting the this stop in. I think I just did a representative sample and then said, oh, I'll be back when I'm done with all of it. It kind of runs contrary to what I was originally doing with that, because I could very easily do the same here. One of the reasons why I think it's easier for me to just turn the camera on, leave it on, and then upload everything. First of all, I don't have much of the time for editing. I think I mentioned that somewhere earlier this year. But also, I so often catch myself forgetting that I turned the camera off. Forgetting that the camera's still on, and it's just easier if I turn it on. As long as I don't hear it beep, I'm good. I've certainly made this comment more than once, I'm sure. The camera makes everything more difficult. Camera makes everything more difficult. I still may need to crack open that second box of sand, but if so, I won't be using much of it. It'll be close. Oh yeah, I'm gonna sadly probably for a single scoop. I said that filming makes everything a little more difficult. I'm reminded here as I've got the leg of the tripod that the camera's on right at the corner of this table, and I have to keep looking to make certain I'm not going to kick the camera over. It'll be close. Close enough that it's probably not going to actually matter, actually. It's not going to actually matter, actually. That's great grammar there, Mr. English teacher. Fantastic. Why don't you just drop in a few double negatives while you're here? Make all the adults watching this feel so secure that their child's education is in fine hands. Actually, my screw's going to be in this chunk here, so I probably don't need to worry about that not half, but portion. I'll dress it up as pretty as I can. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I think I will be happy with that. Get this last bit. All right, camera says it's been running about just over 50 minutes or so, so I'm gonna swap batteries. Be back. All right, now comes the challenging part. All right, a bit of unintentional foresight. There's kind of a handhold on this. It's not a, well, it would have been 2x4, I suppose, but there's kind of a hollow spot in our cavity that allows me to grab that as a handle. And if you would have asked me yesterday when I was putting that together, did I do that on purpose specifically for that? And I would have said no, not at all. All right, but it worked out just fine. Worked out just fine. Get some of this stuff out of my way. Okay, I can feel this move, so I think it's going to come out okay. It's just going to be awkward getting it out as one big whole piece. Screws here, I don't know how many I'm going to need. Take care of the easy ones first. Okay, all of that came out as easy as I thought it would. And so did that piece. Okay, so before I get into this, couple things. I'm gonna probably want to shore those spots up. Probably want to do it here rather than trying to fix it in the cope. All right, anyway. I'll try maybe here first. Oh yeah. Whoo-hoo. Yeah, that's oh. So there's gotta be some flashing, undoubtedly. Okay. Hey, a couple of those stayed in place. All right, so let's do some preemptive fix work here. Gosh, almost afraid. Ah, it happened. Bummer. Okay. And I'll do this the way I typically do it. All right, not going to get a good camera angle, I don't think. Pause here as I'm working my way through Spotify. Sometimes those remastered albums, they add songs in various versions. Sometimes I like them, sometimes I don't. Oh boy, yeah, it's a good thing I did this anyway. I completely forgot, making certain that my dates are clear. Doesn't take much. You put down here. Ah, bummer. Careful, careful. Careful, Mr. Freeman Metalworks. Definitely need to shore up before I put the two halves back together. Missed one. Okay. I guess I'll start this way. Go left or right like I'm reading a book. In this center thing, I'm getting those breakouts. I don't care. That's not the part. And who knows, maybe it just makes certain that more metal flows. This one I care a little more. Okay, there we go. Get back. The only thing I'm concerned about with this is making certain I've got enough metal in my crucible. Ooh, now I'm lightheaded. All right, let me think this through to make certain everything's the way I want it to be. I'll scoop out some more stuff there. It looks like metal. Gonna come in here, trap, fill up, and then run down this, go into each gate, come up, fill the mold. Although, goodness. Had some breakaways I wasn't expecting after I thought I got them all. Okay. Okay, let's shore up some of this stuff here. Gotta move some stuff around again. The aforementioned constriction in my work area. Okay, that I don't want. Okay, I think I'm, yikes, I don't want that. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, nope, nope, nope. All right, I think I'm gonna just go with what I got, not mess with it. We'll see how it turns out. Yeah, if nothing else, today's experience is reminding me why I never, ever, ever want to live in a tiny home. Too much moving stuff from point A to point B. Make certain that everything fits. All right. Got the drag set where I'm going to pour. So that'll make it fairly easy to just put the cope here on top after I do some things. Lift with the legs. All right, is that in frame? Looks like it. Because of the length of this thing, I'm not sure how good a shots I'm actually getting and how easy it is to see. All right, so as I mentioned before, my typical 3, and then I'll go at the end of each runner, here, 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 and there. And so that I'm not too close to the edge, I'll just put it right on the end of the runner as I see with the outline. Shoot. Okay. I need my board under there. I need my board under there. Went too fast. So often when I try to cut my risers, and I do so on just the tabletop there, I can get those breakouts I don't like. I have much better success. Okay, let's actually scoot this a little closer this way. Ergonomics, you know. Okay, not having to stretch. Actually, I do it on the other side since that's where my box of sand is. Sorry if you're getting seasick. Oh, come on, Mr. Freeman Works. Figure it out. right, one thing I did not check. I've had this problem before, again with those crossbars, whether or not I'm trying to put this right on top, right underneath a crossbar. But if that's the case, I can still cut that riser, just not all the way through. Let's see what I got. I may have missed them all. Is this overkill on the risers? Do not know. Can you have overkill on risers? I mean, other than just pouring more metal than you needed to. Ooh, that did not pack. This is on top of a riser, or on top of a crossbar. I'm going to stop right there. That was way too soft. I see the screws right here, so my guess is it's right on the edge. But I'm going to stop right there because it'll still add some hydraulic pressure for sure. And the mold won't care that it doesn't go all the way to the top. I just think it's part of the part. And that illustrates something that, I mean, when I started doing this, I wouldn't have known about how the sand feels different. I mean, I can tell when it breaks away most often. I won't say I'm perfect at it, but there'll be times where it's like, oh, I felt it. And there I can just feel that the sand was not packed. I think I was in the middle of the sentence there, or about the end, about the sand not being quite so tight before the GoPro clicked off. But after doing this, okay, at the time I'm filming this, it's February, but this video won't drop for a long time, for a couple of months at least. I will have, next month, so in March, I will have been doing this for 4 years, so maybe I am picking something up. All right, so I'm looking at where the breakaways are, and it's pretty easy to tell where they are. Now, this is the bottom of the mold, even though it's, or bottom of the piece, even though it's the top of the mold. And I'm just wondering if I should shore it up here. Will it stay? My only concern is that this will break off into the mold when I'm fitting the two pieces together. But if it can prevent metal shooting out the sides. Okay, looks like this spot here needs short up. And of course I'm hoping that when I put the two sides together it just will compress nicely. And because this will end up being the whoops. Anything that happens here, perhaps I can just take care of in the finish work. Okay. And one more piece there. Yeah, do I have enough here? Did I just break that off more? Probably. Okay. Repair done. Okay, now if that holds in place, I'm going to turn this thing upside down. We're going to be in good shape. All right, but before we do that, I got to cut my basin. All right, we're going to do it over here and turn it up this way so sand falls down, not across my open vents. All right, so you're gonna have to trust me on this one. Let's see if I can angle. Get some sort of view. Oh, my table move. What's that all about? It'd be bad for this to suddenly drop on me. Creaks. Here it creaks. Let's get this thing done and get this mold off the table. All right, I think that looks good enough. Let's sit this thing down. All right, the Eagle has landed. Well, bummer. Oh wait, no, I see something there. I don't see anything in this one though. I don't even feel any heat coming out. Shoot. I don't think it filled. All right, this might be my first redo in a while. Bummer, 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 bummer. All right, I'm again just speculating that it didn't fill. And things already, I'm thinking maybe I need to put my sprue more in the center and then have it go out both ways. I think it filled to here, but not there. Be anxious to see what didn't work. All right, I'll be back when it comes time to unmold. All right, let's open this thing up, see what we got. You already hear the disappointment in my voice. So close. If it didn't make it, it had to have been pretty close. I'll try to grab this. There we go. Oh, whoa! It did make it after all. Goodness, that's heavy. All right, it did make it after all. Although I got in the spots that I thought I had, it definitely had some breakaway stuff. All right, let's get. Woohoo! I thought it didn't make it, and it didn't connect there. Interesting. Or it did and it drew back because it looks like it touched, and that's why that one didn't fill. Didn't quite make it all the way. All right, so I'll have to keep this in mind for next time. I think I want to make my runner down the center here a bit beefier. I used 4.5 pounds, maybe 5 pounds, because I threw another ingot in and I had that much left over. So I definitely have enough metal that I could make that runner much beefier. All right, woohoo! Nice, 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 whew, nice. All right, next time you see this, I'll be cleaning it up. Thanks a whole bunch for watching. If you found this video entertaining, informative, or any such things like that in any way, shape, or form, please like and subscribe. Blessings.